All right, so let's try to put all of our pieces together now in an assembly. We're going to go New Assembly. And let's start with our different pieces that we have. I'm just going to start on the row here and kind of go down. So I'm going to start with the barrel. And before I place it, I'm going to come over here and I'm going to check mark this little keep visible pin. So that's going to keep this open so that we can put out all of our pieces. If we don't check mark that, then we're going to have to reopen all these pieces. So I'm going to place the barrel. I only did one, so now I'm going to go back to Browse. Next part in. And we need 4 wheels. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of those. Browse. The sides. Yes, we need 2 of those, right? 2 sides. Browse. It's like our axle here. And we need a couple of axles. And we need our pin that goes through the barrel. Oops. Let me turn these off. Yeah, part 2. And that's all of them. So I can check mark. I am now done. Okay, so there's all our pieces. And it's got quite a few of them. So let's start by putting our axles. We're going to slide those axles into we're going to slide the axles into the locations, into these bottom parts of the sides, and then we'll put the pin in the top. And hopefully we can do this. So here's how we do this. We use what is called the mate in the assembly tab. We use what is called a mate, and we're going to tell that we're going to make concentric. We want if you can tell this, so there's a fatter part of this axle and a thinner part. The fatter part is going to fit right inside here. The thinner part is going to be on the outside, and that's going to slide into the wheel itself. So here we go. So let's say in the mate, we're going to go concentric. I want the fatter part of this axle to be concentric with this inner tube. Now make sure you don't get the edge, but you get the inside tube. Notice that it slides it to there. And I'm going to click on this reverse mate over here so that it spins it around. And I should be able to move this. See how it will stay on that plane. So they're concentric. Now I'm going to single click that portion is done. So I'm going to single click on the check mark saying that is good. Then I'm going to spin this around because I want this face right here, this face. And so I'll put that in there. And this, oops, and this face to be coincident. So they're touching now. Perfect. Checkmate. Just single click. That tells us that part is done. So I'm going to do the same thing. I want this surface to be concentric with this surface. Again, let me reverse make. Reverse. So it throws it out over here. Good. That part is great. So let me single click. And I'm going to zoom in a little bit. Now I want this face to be coincident with this face here. Good, it should stick through, good. And single click, perfect. So now let's put the pin for the the barrel. Let's put it in this hole. Hopefully this will work. So let's go this concentric with this. And again, it keeps throwing it out the wrong direction. So let's spin it around. I can pull that out just so that I can see the edges now. That's good. Let me single click. That part is done. Now I want this face and that face. I like how it moves it right in. And single click. Okay, so far so good. Let's hope that we can get this barrel in here as well. So I'm going to go with the inside of this barrel. I want to be concentric with this. And all right, that looks like it worked. Good, single click. Perfect. Let's throw the other wall over on this side. So let's go, let's do this bottom axle. So this part, centric with this part. Good. Should be able to move this out, yeah. Notice it hasn't lined up the other ones yet, but that one is good. Let's go, so that one's good. Let's go this part of this axle with the inner of this one. And it just rolls it down until it goes there. Good. And let's take, that one's good. And let's slide the face back even with the edge of this. Let me zoom in a little bit. I want this face and this face. Perfect so far. Checkmate. So we can move this up and down. For some reason it's not letting me do the barrel. Not sure why the barrel, can't move the barrel, but I can move I can slide this back and forth and rotate it around. It's not letting me do that to the barrel. Okay, let's put the tires on. So I want to go this face, concentric with that. And I want, this is the tricky part, so single check. I want the face, the inner face of this coincident with, and this is so tiny, this little face right here. Single click. So that was a small little face. Okay, let's do this again. So this face And we'll put this one in. This face want to be concentric. Good. Single click. And now let's zoom in again on this little face right here. This face and the inner part of the wheel. And this face. Single click. Okay, we're getting there. All right, now we're going to go this one. This one. And I need to move this out. Sliding it out a little bit so that I can actually get to the inner edge here. Okay, so that's good. Single click. Let me zoom in. This little face right here. Zoom back out. Spin this around. This face. Check mark. We're close. This face. This face, concentric. Pull this thing out. Check mark. This little face. Zoom back out. And this face. Check mark. Slide this back into the middle. And look what we have there. We have completed our cannon. And we're still in the mate, so we just have to click check mark one more time. That completes the cannon. And if we take a look, we should be able to spin. We should be able to spin the tire. See how the tires spin? Cannon spins. Tires spin. Pretty cool. Pretty cool design. Okay. That is it for our major project. Hopefully that was fun for you guys, and hopefully you were able to complete it.